Hi loves, this is Sarah Valencia of Made by Mocha, and today I am doing an embroidery eye tutorial. So I have made a ball that is the size of the heads that I make for my besties. And so it will show proportions for the eyes, and I'm just going to make a bunch of different examples of eyes that are possible to do via embroidery if you don't want to use safety eyes, which I do not use. So to start with, I will do the most basic. I call these kawaii eyes, but that's just for me, for reference for myself. I go about halfway down, but I'm not counting. I go in. You can make them as wide or as tall as you want. You want to go in somewhere not precisely where your stitch is going to be. For me right now, I'm going one stitch over. So I am going to make a 3-stitch wide eye. This one is done with what is known as a V-stitch in embroidery. So I am going to go in this 3rd stitch, so 2 over from there, and I'm going to go up. If you want a sad or tired eye or a mouth, you can go down, but up to a place in the middle. And then you take this loose loop of string and you pull until it catches, and then you go back down into that same hole and come out where you started and pull, and that causes that line to shape. You can make them wide, you can make them tall, you can make them upside down, but that is a basic V stitch for embroidery. And then you would cut off your extra, tie a knot, and because this is amigurumi, stuff it in. So that is the first kind of eye. Usually when I'm making this kind of eye, I make the same in between the eyes upside down to make a mouth. Next, I will show various versions of what I call anime eyes. So what I used to do on my bears is I would go in and I'd do them 2 stitches tall, just like how this is 2 stitches tall. So I went in somewhere not where the stitches are. I came out here, so it's 2 stitches tall. Come out from one, go into one, and go up and down. Do 3, 4, 5, however many stitches you want. The more you do, the more it rounds out. And this is a nice small eye. I also do that for cheeks, going horizontally instead of vertically for that like cute blushness that you you can get on cheeks. Tie. And stuff. Now you can leave it like that, or you can add shine. When you come up somewhere inside the stitches that you made, loop around inside those stitches. This is more difficult and finagly when it's small, and you've added some eye shine, which makes it come alive a little more. So that is a 2-stitch tall eye. And then the way that I have been favoring lately, I saw on a tutorial come up on YouTube. So you can make them in more of a square. So I'm gonna go 2 by 2 because that's what I've been doing lately. So again, you start somewhere not in the vicinity of where you're making your eye. And you start with an X. So if it's 2 by 2, it's 1, 2, 3, right. It's 1 stitch, 2 stitch, 1 stitch, 2 stitch, 1 stitch, 2 stitch. I'm gonna go diagonal, make an X directly across and go over. And then down in the other corner. So you've got this X space in the middle, and then make a box outline all the way around. This is what I have been doing lately. And now you have it in the middle and around the outside, and then you fill it in. So I do a bunch of diagonal loops, very similar to how I made that one, but across the eye. And it will kind of naturally fill in where there isn't yarn yet, like it likes to lay down next to itself. You can guide it a little. Okay, so now we've got this nice button, and it's a bit bigger than that one. Do one more. Tie it off and stuff it. And now we add more shine. So this is a trick to make it look more like a safety eye or a plastic eye or a button. So find that corner you started and the opposite diagonal corner. And remember this V-stitch, we're gonna do that not starting in the same spot. We're gonna do the V-stitch on the outside of the eye. So diagonal to diagonal, that's where that line is. Come up in the other diagonal. And it's right there. Go out here. So, oh, I caught my own yarn. Sometimes that's enough to get a sense of, oh, look, it's shiny. When I made a black bear, I made it very, very, very difficult to see the bear. So I did a full outline. Or sorry, I made it very difficult to see the eyes on the bear. So I made a full shine outline. And it showed up like that. I don't think that's always necessary. It can be a bit much. Now, as an autistic person, I tend to see the details over the generalized concept, and I will get hung up on those. So I need people to tell me if what I'm making is creepy or not. And then, like here, we go up inside the eye, somewhere near the top. And around, whoop, just whacked my camera. Around once or twice, and then back down, out where we started. So you've got this nice outline. Now, when you do the other, oh goodness, when you do the other eye for this matching set, which would be about where this one is, you would do the outline on the other side so that the shine is on the top and on the outside. I hope this helps.